Hey guys, welcome back to Stay at Home Mom Shenanigans. Today I'm going to be pressure washing our driveway. So our driveway has a lot of concrete, plus our carport is a 3-car carport, and then we have 2 spaces for our Airbnb parking. So there's a lot of concrete in my front yard. Also, we don't have gutters on our house, so we get a lot of that like green algae looking stuff on the concrete. It just gets really gross pretty fast, and so we have to pressure wash it pretty often. This is gonna be my first time trying to pressure wash it, so I'm gonna be figuring this all out as we go. My husband helped me a little bit, but he had to rush out to a meeting this morning, so I'm gonna just be kind of figuring it out. I have it all pretty much hooked up. Once I turn the water on, I'm gonna have to let it run for like 2 minutes to let the thing fill up somehow. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. And then my thoughts are that I will start in the carport. We have a buggy that we use to go to the beach, like a little golf cart, and he took that to get the oil changed or something. You know, it doesn't have oil. He took that to get the battery worked on, so that's not there, plus he's gone, so his truck is gone. So I'm just gonna pull my car out of the driveway while I have a little bit of time. With no cars in the carport, I'm gonna try and get that done first, and then I'll kind of move on to probably around the house. I do have an Airbnb guest right now, but he's not here. So I'm hoping that he will be gone most of the day. I know he's here visiting friends, so I'm hoping that'll give me a good bit of time to get it done when he is not here. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working with first, and then I'll get started. Okay, this is the pressure washer that I have. I don't really know anything about pressure washers, but this is the one that my husband bought. The water goes in where that green hose is. That is our landscape hose, so we don't pay sewer on that, so I made sure to hook it up to that one. And then you'll see the orange hose coming out is what's going to go into the actual pressure washer piece. These are extra attachments that I will use on the more delicate areas, but this is what I'm going to use for the majority of it. It just kind of helps spread the water out a little bit. It's not too bad around here. Like, some of these spots are going to get cleaned up. The guest parking is almost brand new, so as you can see, it looks a lot nicer. I'm hoping we'll kind of be able to make them look similar after this pressure washing. But the big place where it looks the worst is where the water falls, even just like the dew in the morning, even when it's not raining. We have dew that drips down because we don't have gutters. So all of this like green and black gross stuff is gonna get cleaned up. I'm even gonna try and work on this brick here. And then go a little closer. It's pretty gross right there. And then this brick here, I wanna get cleaned up. And then this is the door for the Airbnb space. So I wanna get it cleaned up and looking nice, but then also this is just the front porch to our actual front door. So all that is stuff that I'm gonna get cleaned up, as well as just our giant concrete driveway. While I was working with this large attachment, I felt comfortable having the dog out there. But if you have more of the high-powered, smaller attachments, you probably wouldn't want to have your animals or your kids around, just because it could hurt. I mean, it sprays really high pressure. I think my husband even cut his toe one time with it, so you want to be careful of that. But with this large attachment, I felt fine having the dog out there. You'll see one of the biggest things that I learned in the process was to make sure that you are spraying the old dirty water away, and you'll see that later in the footage. I didn't do that after the first day very well, and it basically just looks like I haven't done it at all in certain areas, even though I had pressure washed that whole area. Okay guys, so yesterday didn't quite go as planned. I did get a little bit of footage at the end, but for some reason I could not get it to turn on, and so I had to wait for my husband to get back. When he got back, of course, it turned on right away for him. I couldn't get I got it to crank once, but then it didn't stay cranked, and then after that the pull string wouldn't come out. I don't know what that was about, but it worked fine for him. So I did get a little bit of footage last night. I hope you guys saw that already. And I'm gonna get started again, hopefully get a lot more done today. I'm gonna show you guys kind of what I've got done so far. So before my guests got back, I started working a little bit here. Got a lot done on this right here. This was like almost black before. So that looks a whole lot better. I'm gonna have to work on like getting some of this washed away. I had an issue with that, just like washing it away, but you can see the difference now that it's dried. How nice it looks from where I've done it and where I haven't. But like I said, like these places where I didn't wash the dirt away enough, especially over here, it's real bad. Like all that's already been pressure washed, but I didn't wash the dirt away enough. So I'm gonna be working on fixing that up again, and still have all this to go. Overall, this project just took a lot longer than I had expected, which was okay. I didn't really have a time limit on it, but several things happened between the equipment, just not knowing how to work it, and that took a while. And then this red attachment, you'll see it changes to a different one because that had worn out. It was pretty old, so it was time for a new one. And then just life stuff happening, the rain, and then we had this virus. They canceled all of school, and so there were several things that made it take a little bit longer, but in the end, I think it looks a lot better. And since it did take such a long time, you'll notice that even in the after pictures, there's like new muddy paw prints and things like that. Those kind of things I'm not really that worried about. I'm more worried about the just overall color of it and the really dark black spots that were around the house. So overall, I think it turned out really nice, and I'm really happy with it. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. My driveway has these borders that it's just concrete with shell on top of it. So I tried to use a lower pressure setting on the pressure washer and this smaller attachment just to do the detailed stuff without making the shells crack out or come out as much as possible. So that's what you're seeing here. in the end, when I got the new attachment, I was able to use that attachment and a lower pressure setting, so it worked a little bit faster, like at the end of the driveway where there's a lot of shelves. But for this part of it, I was just using the smaller attachment with a really low pressure.